Hi guys, welcome to my first video for Back 4 Blood. This is during the closed beta. So one of my favorite characters to pick so far is Holly. I like her 10% resistance. I think having resistance in this game is super important for staying alive. So I might have to change up some of my perk cards to get more resistance whenever possible. Here's what I chose, the combat knife. This turns your bash into a combat knife. Your bash attack is super strong. This can actually one-hit all of the horde enemies that come at you, except for the bigger enemies, of course. The next card that I choose is Battle Lust. So since I chose the combat knife, I can kill most of the hordes in one hit. So what this is going to do is going to let me leech HP every time I kill a horde with a melee attack. And then the next one I choose is Combat Training, which is going to give me 5% damage dealt and 50% bullet penetration. And then the final one that I choose is the Cross Trainers. Cross Trainers gives 20% stamina, 20% stamina regen, 3% move speed, and 5 health. Now this is all with the randoms, by the way. This is not a coordinated team. So I have to try and work with randoms, and nobody was using a microphone, so it was... yeah, it didn't go very well, but I did end up reviving them and stuff this game. I had to revive them quite a bit because they all kept dying. And this is only veteran mode. So I don't know if I want to do nightmare mode unless I get a good team. Because I can't really trust random because you don't know who you're going to get. But anyway, we got our gear all set up here. I'm hitting the bot here just because I'm bored. And it's just a bot. It doesn't use any HP right now, so whatever. And okay, so we're getting started now. So I started off with this LMG that I tried to get rid of for a better weapon, but I couldn't find a better weapon, so I was stuck with this gun for quite a bit. I do end up finding a SCAR later in the game though. And so I end up using a SCAR once I pick it up. And I was also lucky because the SCAR came with a legendary reload.
Let's see what's in
quick
here.
reload or whatever it's called. So I was able to reload really fast with it, and I think it also gives firepower, extra firepower as well.
Reloading. Grenade.
Wrecked over there. Fuck. Tower stacked. Reloading. Anything good out there? Scream
But yeah,
once for
considering
yes,
this is
twice
veteran
for
mode
no.
and I didn't have a very good team with me, I was actually surprised how easy this was. I was expecting this to be a lot harder, but because I think I've got so much experience with this game now, I was playing the beta for quite a bit. Like I played it like all day pretty much, and I think all that experience helped me to get really good at it now. I mean, pretty decent anyway. I'm still trying to figure out some stuff because I'm new to this kind of game. So there's still some things I'm figuring out, but I got a lot of things figured out already. Basically, what you want to do is, you see me melee the zombies, I'm getting HP back every time I do that, while also conserving my ammo, right? So I'm saving my ammo, I'm getting HP back, and that's one big thing you want to do, is try and save your ammo whenever you can. Don't spray your gun all over the place, try and get small bursts in, save your ammo for the big guys. Melee whenever you can to get your HP back. As long as you have HP leech with your melee blade.
May as well be ringing a dinner bell.
You see that?
We have a big guy coming right now. You can also mark them with the Q command on your keyboard. It marks big enemies so that your team is aware that they're coming.
Get me back in the fight.
Just remember me in your will.
You can
'cause I'll be
also
catching
mark
that sucker in
items.
sooner
If
than
there's an
later, the
important
week
item
get
or
knocked
ammo,
on
you want to
grass.
mark it for other teammates to get it, if you don't need it.
No free hugs!
So we only had one bot in our team, the rest were real people, as you can see on the left side. Shows all your characters 1 bot and 2 real people. You can see that I'm keeping my distance here because I know that my teammates are gonna die, because I could tell right away by how they were playing that they're gonna die. So I try to keep my distance and not get too close to them, because I know they're gonna do stupid stuff like run in front of the crows, which they did. And once they run in front of the crows, it's gonna trigger a huge horde at us. So I wanted to make sure I was prepared to deal with that.
Over there.
So I keep my distance and I peg off every enemy that I can.
Not on my watch.
Oh no, you don't.
My teammates were just rushing in stupidly, but I think they were new to the game. They must have been anyway. By the way they were playing, they must have been.
Those shiny
At least I'm
things that
assuming
come out
they're
of the handle of my gun could really
new to the
use
game.
them right
I'm not
now.
sure why they're playing veteran mode. They should have been playing recruit mode, in my opinion, but that's okay. So here's the horde that got triggered because some guy ran in front of the
Anytime
crows.
you guys want to join in? Fine with me.
This is exactly what I was expecting to happen. So I was prepared for this.
Give me some
Once you get
cover.
enough experience with this game, you can tell by how your teammates are playing
Reload.
if the game's gonna go well or not. And within like the very first couple minutes of this game, I could already tell that everybody was gonna die.
Please!
I've got you, Mom.
Over here!
Thanks, son.
Why did this happen?
Yeah, keep your distance if you can,
Angelo's gone. What are
especially
we
if you're
gonna do
playing
with
with new
you?
players. Try to keep your distance and peg off the enemies. Because if you can keep yourself alive, then you can kill the enemies, the hordes, and revive your teammates. If your teammates are good enough, they will also keep their distance as well. They'll back up, especially when the hordes come. But if they're still pretty new to the game, then they might not know much better.
Hey! I'm over here!
I got you.
Said stay back!
This face? This is my grateful face.
That'll do.
Machete over here.
I'm surprised this part went well. Usually there's more enemies here, so I don't know. I was expecting more enemies in that, so that's why I kind of stayed up top. Now here's where I get the scar coming up. Right on the left side inside this train here, you want to check every area that you can. I knifed that guy, get some HP back, and right on the ground here is the scars. Or the vector, I mean. Oh shit, that wasn't even the scar. I meant the vector, the submachine gun. I don't know why I called it a scar,
Reloading here. Watch out.
but yeah.
What's that?
As you can see, it has a legendary mag in it. So it came equipped with some pretty decent stuff. I'm surprised nobody picked it up. Especially considering they don't have very good weapons, but like I said, they're probably new to the game, so.
You, why'd you have to go die on me? What the shit is this?
Here we go, I kept my distance here. Because they have an acid guy there. I'm trying to kill him by picking him off, but because I have a submachine gun, it's hard to do decent damage from this far. Alright, we get a big guy rushing us in here, so I tried to run under him like
Angelo's
this.
down.
I was hoping he wouldn't grab me. Because if he would have grabbed me, I guarantee we probably all would have been fucked. But yeah, now I need him. It does a lot of damage, so at this point I can just finish him off really quick with the
Need to
submachine gun.
reload.
If it wasn't for that grenade, then it would have took a lot of bullets to down that guy. A ton of bullets. So it's a good thing I had a frag
I've got
grenade
you,
on me to help me
Angelo.
out with that.
Just a minute there.
I was hoping we could get rid of this bot with a real player, but nobody was joining. This is actually a random game that I joined, so I don't even know whose game this is.
Look.
But yeah, if things go well, then I'll probably make a guide for this game. Like if I get into it, if if I really get into it, I might make nightmare guides and stuff.
Ugh, careless. Evangelo's down! See that?
Although I don't know how nightmare mode is gonna go with randoms. It's
I
gonna
got
be
you.
completely, well, random, of course. You might get a good team or you might not.
Thanks.
And in nightmare mode, you're gonna need everybody to properly coordinate with each other. Otherwise, it's gonna be, well,
Over there.
a nightmare.
Loading.
Lucky this is only veteran mode, so I didn't really have to coordinate with anybody. As long as you're, like, as long as you know the game, you can pretty much carry the team really easily. Now you want to also make sure that you always have a toolkit on you, so I had one.
Where's the way?
Because the minigun is in here, so you want to grab that minigun with the toolkit to open it. And typically you want one guy to guard the stairs, and you want to place the minigun somewhere else. So I was going to place it right by the switch here, and get the horde that comes up here. Then I needed another guy to cover down the middle more. But because there was no coordination, nobody knew what to do. So that's the downfall of not being able to coordinate with your teammates. Especially when they're new at the game.
Gotta be something around here.
Minigun here.
So here, I'm just waiting for them to get ready. I want them to hit the switch, because if I hit the switch, and nobody's ready, then they're all gonna die right away, so... I was waiting for my teammates to get up here. I knew one guy would eventually hit the switch, because it highlights for you the
Nothing's
next objective,
impossible.
so...
Well, almost nothing.
But if they're gonna take any longer, then I was gonna do it myself. But this guy got it, so...
What do you want?
I just didn't want anybody to grab the minigun, because if they grab the minigun, then
Let's do this.
I don't think they would know how to use it properly, to be honest, so I wanted to make sure that I had it. See, I'm trying to avoid hitting my teammate, as you can see.
You'd think it'd be down to us.
I don't know why he was directly in front of my minigun, but it was hard for me to aim with him literally right in front of my minigun. But good thing I never hit him, because I was being careful with my aim. So, yep, that didn't go too well because nobody covered the stairs. So, that's why I got off the minigun, because I knew that I was going to get rushed by the zombies.
We can do this.
But the good thing is that I killed so many zombies with that minigun that we didn't have much of a horde left. So I was able to easily use my knife here to get some HP back. You'll see that I have 29 HP right now. 31. I actually had less than this before. 33. It's going up. 35. See, I'm just pegging off these zombies one by one, getting in my HP back really easily. 40 HP, 42, 44, 46. You see how much of a difference it makes? Huge difference.
Sorry, Mom.
51 HP now, all the way down from like 27.
Just me
I think
now,
that's what I
huh?
had when I first fell down, was 27 HP. And now I have 51 just from my knife. Didn't have to use any bandages or nothing. It's a really good perk. And since she gives 10% resistance, even if you do get hit when you're trying to knife them, it won't do as much damage to her as it would a different character. So it's actually a really good perk for her. Anyways, I cleared a guy, so I'm reviving everybody once again. Alright, one revive there. And I don't know where the other guy is. Oh yeah, I don't think he comes till later because we have to wait until we get a little bit further. I don't know where this guy's going, to be honest.
Want to get your asses back here?
So I revived that guy and he just fucked off somewhere, I don't know. But I'm pegging off the zombies here at the moment.
Come on, let's go.
And I'm gonna drop down.
Used to be a safe house in there.
I'll kill these guys. No, I don't want to rush the window because there's a lot of zombies in there, especially the big guys.
This is no place for lone wolves.
So the guy finally decides to join me. How nice of him.
Come on, little brother.
And I'll revive this guy now.
What are we gonna do with you?
And once again, I don't know what my teammate is doing, but this is why I was watching the left side while I was reviving him. You see me turn my camera, because I knew I couldn't count on my teammate to defend me.
I owe you one.
So I revive this guy, and we keep going down now. Towards the objective, which is a safe house. Oh, I dodged that guy right there on my left side. Spinning the acid through the walls. I freaking, I jumped right to the left as soon as I seen him.
What the shit is
Because he can actually get you right through the walls, so you gotta be careful with those acid spitter guys. It's pretty cheap, but it is what it is. And here I was checking to see that we were on veteran mode just to make sure, because it felt too easy. I thought I was on recruit mode. But it actually was veteran mode, so I was surprised. Because I thought it was gonna be a lot harder than this. And I found the Magnum, finally. I was hoping to find this earlier, but I found it now as soon as the game is over, and I was gonna leave the game anyways, but whatever. I actually like the Magnum, it's a good weapon.
Get to the safe room.
So the gun that I was hoping to find was the AK-47. Unfortunately, I didn't find it. So I was stuck with the Vector, which is, not my
Getting spread too thin
favorite
here.
weapon, but oh well, it got the job done. Here I'm just waiting for the guy to come in so we can end this mission. I don't know what they're
Whenever you're
doing,
ready.
to be honest. My team is clueless, honestly. Like, what are these guys doing, dude? Like, honestly, what the hell are they doing?
Damn, where'd you learn to shoot like that?
So after every game, you get supply points, which you can use to unlock stuff. You know, you can unlock more cards, and you get them every time you win a round.